Good morning, students. Students, today we are going to start this new chapter, that is the second chapter of history, Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. All right. Our first subtopic is the age of social change. All right, students. Just see here that in the first chapter we have studied about the French Revolution. French Revolution ने आइडिया दिया था क्या? इक्वालिटी, लिबर्टी, fraternity, as well as gave the concept of democracy. So gradually we have seen the change in Europe. All right, just see here, during the French Revolution, the ideas of equality and liberty emerged and circulated in Europe. After the French Revolution, the ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity circulated in entire Europe. Okay. After the revolution in many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, new ideas about individual rights and who controls social power began to be discussed. Right. We have seen that in the French Revolution how they dethroned, how the peoples of France, they dethroned the monarchy. All right, and after that Napoleon Bonaparte came, and after Napoleon Bonaparte, again this monarchy system was reinstated. All right, and later on we see that again the dynastic rule was dethroned. All right, so lots of ups and downs were there, and Europe during that time was passing through a phase of change. All right. In India, you will see that in India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy and Desrosiers discussed about the significance of the French Revolution. That means after the French Revolution, we can able to see an impact on not only in the entire Europe but also the whole world. All right, and you will see that the different peoples have different opinions. Okay. However, not everyone wanted to complete transformation. They want change, but everyone don't want change. Okay, and some people are there that they want gradual change, and some people are there that they want change drastically. All right, and for that reason, you will see there emerged three categories of people: liberals, radicals, and conservatives. And from here, the questions used to come that what are the views of liberals, what are the views of radicals, and what are the views of conservatives. Okay, students. Liberals are those that one of the groups which looked to change society. All right. Liberals wanted a nation which tolerated all religions. That means from the name itself, it is clear that this group want to adjust with the society. They are tolerated towards all religion. Liberals also oppose the controlled power of dynastic rulers. That means they were against the monarchy. They wanted to safeguard the rights of individual against governments. They were saying that government should rule and individuals' rights should be safeguarded. Okay, ऐसा नहीं हो जाना चाहिए just like the government of Robespierre. Okay, so they wanted to safeguard the rights of individual against governments. They argued for a representative elective parliamentary government subject to laws interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials. Okay, they want a representative government. All right. However, they were not Democrats. Liberals were not Democrats. They did not believe in universal adult franchise. That means they don't believe in the right to vote. Okay, universal adult franchise means this gives the right to vote to all the adult citizens regardless of wealth, income, gender, social status, race, ethnicity or any other restrictions. Okay, students. This is the thoughts and philosophy of liberals. Students, now let us see the radicals. Okay, what are the thoughts and philosophy of the radicals? Look here, the radicals wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of country's population. Radicals means they want a change and they want a quick change. All right, and they used to believe that majority of country's population, whatever they decide according to that. Okay, government should rule. That means indirectly they were the supporter of the democracy. Unlike liberals, they oppose the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. Okay, they opposed the great landowners because they were enjoying the power. All right, the capitalistic wealthy factory owners, they were also enjoying the powers, so they were against the privileges of these great landowners as well as the wealthy factory owners. Okay, students, they were not against the existence of private property but disliked concentration of property in the hands of a few. That means they were not against the private property but ये भी नहीं चाहते थे कि प्रॉपर्टी जो थी किसी एक के हाथ में कंसंट्रेट हो जाए. ऑल राइट, the resources, everything should be distributed equally. All right, students.